A Miraculous fanfiction. Part 1. Plagg Makes a Mess. Written and read by Shadowcat. Claws in, said Adrien. After he said that, I was tossed back into reality. No longer powering Adrien into Cat Noir, I was floating midair. I looked at my owner, Adrien, who better have some camembert cheese. I mean, seriously? What did he fight? I'm exhausted. I now noticed how panicked and tired Adrien looked. That meant two things. One, we were in big trouble. And, more importantly, no camembert. Plagg, said Adrien hurriedly. Quick, get in my jacket, we've gotta go! What trouble have you gotten yourself into this time? I said mischievously. It felt good to say it to someone else as opposed to Tiki or Adrien telling that to me. I mean, seriously! What have I done? Sure, the Leaning Tower of Pisa wasn't so great, but really, who would have wanted to see the straight Tower of Pisa anyway? Really? I did them a favor. I put them on the map, and if it had been on the map before, I would not have knocked it over. With Atlantis, I'd had too much cheese, and if they did not want to live in the ocean, they should not have lived on an island. And dinosaurs! Actually, that is not important. Not now, Plagg, said Adrien hurriedly. I know what I should do, reacted Ginger appropriately. But this pun just could not wait. What, Adrien? Cat got your tongue? I teased. Then I heard the trouble. Quick, he's up there. The people have a right to know who you are, Cat Noir, said an all too familiar voice. Nadia Shamak, the annoying lady that interrupts the cheese channel to tell us Paris is under attack and that they need Cat Noir, and that a poor, starving kitten must give up eating cheese for the time being. In case you weren't sure, I'm the poor, starving kitten. Adrien looked panicked. We were the only people on the roof. Well, actually, Adrien was the only person, and I was the only Kwame in the roof, but still. They got up here, they would know Adrien was Cat Noir for sure. I mean, seriously, who else? The plotted plant, perhaps? Or maybe his frond beach chair? Oh, I'm at a roll with the puns today. Wait. Oh no! Double trouble! This was Marinette's house, a.k.a. Ladybug's house, a.k.a. Tiki's house! And if Cat Noir's identity is revealed, Tiki will never let me live it down! We've gotta go! I yelped. Adrien nodded. In triple trouble? I'll be on the roof if you need me, Mom and Dad, said Marinette. This was not a good day so far. Run! I yelled frantically. And we did. To no avail. Without my powers to aid him, Adrien was having trouble scaling roofs, and we'd only scaled one when we realized they were catching up. I knew what I had to do. I waited till Adrien was on the next roof, then Cataclysm! I yelled, and destroyed the roof of the building. Now they could not follow, and suddenly I was very, very tired. I could barely float midair. I glided away from the collapsing roof toward Marinette's house, away from Adrien, but I was too tired to do anything but collapse and let the darkness swallow me as I lapsed into unconsciousness. I woke up and something growled. I felt horrified by the noise. I was starving. I flew up feeling confused as to where I was. Then suddenly it hit me. This is not good. Did Adrien get caught? Did my cataclysm do the trick? My stomach growled. I really needed some energy. Cheese first, life-changing questions later. Where was I going to find food? At a bakery? The one I was standing on. The one where Ladybug and Tiki lived. The one place I was never to go. My stomach growled. To the bakery I go! I sneakily checked the area, creeping across the roof and into the trapdoor that led into Marinette's room. Man, that girl was creepy. Pictures of Adrien plastered the room. I chuckled to myself. If she knew that was Cat Noir. I looked around the room. No sign of Marinette or Tiki. I sighed in relief and edged into the room. I stopped for a second and marveled at a picture of Marinette, and wondered how nobody knew who Ladybug was. I mean, with all the dark blue-haired teen girls who wear pigtails and is always late to everything, it's hard to tell. I guess people really are blind. Or that expression is a great literary device. I had the room for cheese. Or food. I would eat almost anything now. I started opening drawers until finally I saw a single macaroon in fancy wrapping. I ate it happily. At least that is what I thought I would do. Yuck! It's passion fruit, Adrien's favorite flavor of macaroon. It was disgusting. So sweet and melting on the tongue. Y-U-C-K. I spit out the bite I took of the macaroon and put it back in the drawer. Gross. I stared at the wall blankly for a moment, the reality of my situation suddenly crashing into me. Nadia Shamak would probably investigate this area for a while, since Cat Noir was seen here last. Everyone wants to know Paris's guardians, and Nadia would love to be the one to unmask them. She's annoying that way. But even if she wasn't there, there was no way I could fly through Paris without being seen. If people knew about me, it could be a catastrophe. Pun intended. Plus, it's not like I can use Marinette's house phone and call Adrien and say, "Hey, Adrien, I'm at Ladybug's house. Could you come and pick me up?" Oh, right, you don't know what that is. You see Marinette as Ladybug and stop gasping in shock! This is serious! I need to get Camembert now! Okay. I don't need to say it like that. But it wouldn't work anyway. Hands are too small to push the buttons. Suddenly, Marinette came into the room and I hid quickly. Tiki was there. Tiki who could help me. Tiki who would never let me live it down. Tiki who was coming this way. Tiki who saw me.
You go downstairs and get the popcorn, Marinette. I'll stay up here.
Marinette went downstairs and then Tiki glared at me.
What trouble have you gotten yourself into this time?
Next week's article is called Plaggs Misadventures Part 2. Bad Gets Worse. Thanks, Plagg.
I hope you enjoyed my article.